Boom! Day 617 and kilometer 24,300. I'm now leaving Windhoek, and on my first day after the capital city I have the Kupferberg pass up to 2,000 meters high, and then I end up in the Namib desert once again. This is Namibia. Just cycled 10 kilometers out of the capital city, Windhoek, and you're already in the middle of nowhere. This morning I'm crossing a farm on my way to the HESS giant telescope. The telescope has been put there by the Max Planck Institute because it's one of the most cloudless skies in the world. And I think that's true. It's always beautiful blue sky over here. So now I have to choose between two very scenic roads. The first one going through the Spreetshoogte pass, very steep with very beautiful views on the Namib. And the second one a bit longer through the Hamsberg pass. And both of them are said to be very scenic. So I don't know which one to choose. But since I had way more than enough headwind in Namibia, I'll go with the first one since I have the wind in the back for once. After the Tropic of Cancer in Western Sahara, the equator in Gabon, that is the Tropic of Capricorn, on the way to the Namib desert in Namibia. Steep gradients ahead, no trailers or caravans. That should be okay for bicycles. And now the turn off to the steepest pass of Namibia is Spreetshoogte. And the Namib desert behind the pass. That's the steepest slope in Namibia. Because it's very steep, exceptionally. There's some cobblestone pavement just for this steep section. An incredible road where I need really good brakes. I'm now on my way to Solitaire at the edge of the Namib desert. And I declare the Namib desert a cyclist paradise. I'm going to sleep in here, and look how beautiful it is. There's maybe one or two farms occupying this whole land.
So many feelings pinned up in
And Solitaire, the bakery and the petrol station. After a little apple strudel, I'm heading to Sesriem and the large dunes of Sossusvlei.
I'm sick and I'm tired of reasoning. Just want to break out, kick off this game. I can't escape myself.
Everyone on the planet should come here and cycle these roads. It's still beautiful.
Loom larger than life.
I'm now in the Namib Club Park, on the way to Sossusvlei and the dunes. But for now on, we're gonna try to get some meat and hunt some game. And that is the beauty of the Namib desert.
Pinned up in here, left alone, I'm with the one I'm most free. I'm sick and I'm tired of reasoning. Can I let you live with? Kick up this.
I've just seen meat crossing my road. And here it comes back. So today is a rest day for me. No cycling, but lots of walking, because I'm climbing the Big Daddy Dune, the biggest sand dune in the world, in the Namib desert of Sossusvlei. I am now in Sossusvlei, the biggest touristic attraction of Namibia, and this is the high season right now, and I'm exactly at the right spot. And this is now the Namib Brown Nature Reserve. So they removed the fence and you're allowed to go anywhere. On the way to the D707. Cycling at sunset, it's really beautiful. But this road, the C27, is horrible, and I still don't know where I'm gonna sleep. D707, apparently the most beautiful road of Namibia. I'm gonna sleep here at the farm, and that's gonna be my road for the next 2 or 3 days. Day 620 something, kilometer 24,850, and I'm now on the D707 on the way to the Canaan farm, and this way is not easy at all. plenty of sands and stones, and say 5 to 10 cars a day. It's at the edge of the Tiras mountains and Namib desert. If you're looking for social life, Namibia is probably in the wrong place. And that's the D707 to Aus. I have on my side the dunes of the Namib desert, the Namib now closed park, and on the other side I have the Tiras mountains. It's all private farmland. There are not too many cattle on it. And that's my way. Cycling in the sand when I have the possibility is far from being easy. And now it's close to 5, it's time to look for somewhere to sleep. My first day in ages without a blue sky from the morning. Today on the top of the cold wind and the unexpected rain, I broke a part of my frame, the one that is holding the rack at the bottom together. So I really hope So I stopped at the Excelsior farm where Willem had a welding machine, but unfortunately we failed to weld the little nipple bag that holds the rear rack. So instead he cut some pieces of metal to make a kind of plaster around the frame to hold the rear rack, and I hope that will hold on until Cape Town. Finally, after more than 700 kilometers on the gravel, I'm back to civilization. That's a tar road, and that's electric cables, and that's the main road, the D4 to Lüderitz, this way.
I know just what your mama said.
Welcome to Namibia.
Always misunderstood.
Today is a lucky day. I get a tar road, wind in the back, and downhill all the way to Lüderitz, through the desert and the Sperrgebiet. The Sperrgebiet now, a 320 kilometer long territory from South Africa up to north of Lüderitz, exclusively to Namib, which is part of the Beers, for mining diamonds, since the Germans took over Namibia in 1908. It's a restricted area and no one can walk anywhere. So I have to stay on the road.
There's a lot of people that let their will to say.
Just 40 kilometers to make till Lüderitz, but I don't know if I can.
And they've got beautiful eyes.
Terrible cycling in this condition.
Make my heart feel surprised. And you notice that. And that's the truth.
Finally, I made it. Was not easy at all. And this is Lüderitz, a small town in the desert that is worth a look.
Have me to you. The sun underneath your view. I'll be the one to let you know when you come undone. I like the stars in the sky and
Kolmanskop,
let
the
go.
mining town in the Sperrgebiet that died about 50 years ago. And it's now completely a ghost town.
And they've got beautiful eyes that make my heart feel so bright. And you notice it. And that's the truth. That's the truth.
These are the wild horses of Garub. 200 horses in the desert, abandoned more than 100 years ago by the Germans.
I remember when
Downhill from Aus to Rospina.
there was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out.
And I'm on this beautiful road between Aus and Rospina.
Because I didn't know it.
160 kilometers of nothing,
I just knew too much.
but it's beautiful.
Does that make me crazy? Does that
It looks greener over here, but it's still as beautiful.
does that make
That
me
is the other side of the Fish River Canyon on my last 30 kilometers to Rospina.
And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice.
And this is the Orange River, my first river in 4 months since the Kunene River at the border between Angola and
Come on
Namibia.
now, who do you?
And on the other side it's South Africa already. And there's me.
You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me.
I don't know how possible it is to enjoy this road and another transportation than bicycle. It's beautiful everywhere, so you really need to be outside.
Ever since I was little, ever since I was
down
little,
to Aussenkehr.
like fun. If there's no coincidence, I've come, and I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy.
Standing here on the canyon of the Orange River.
Crazy. Probably.
Cycling to Aussenkehr, where I have on my left beautiful mountains, and on my right the grapes, and the river behind the vineyard, the border with South Africa. In the grape plantations, after almost 4,000 kilometers in Namibia, I'm leaving this amazing road for what I will remember as the most scenic country of my whole journey. Next is South Africa, just at the end of that road.